All right, guys. Well, we finally, here on July 15th, 2022, finally got an update from Chevy on the Z06. They have finally told us how much we have to pay them for this car, not to mention dealer markups. That'll probably come from the majority of dealers out there, unfortunately. But at least this is how much General Motors is charging us for the car. And I will say personally, and I think a lot of other people would agree, the pricing was a surprise. Higher than expected, although still a great deal, higher than expected. So what I wanted to do is go on an analysis of all of the pricing and the options, and let's just jump right into it. All right, so first I have to, of course, give credit to where this information came from. A lot of dealer representatives leaked this information online as soon as it became available, just not long ago today. However, these screenshots I'm going to be sharing with you are from Matthew Beaver. He is from Whitmoyer Chevrolet up in Pennsylvania. I'm sure a lot of people maybe have seen him on some of Street Speed 717's videos as his salesperson, but he has leaked all of this information on his Instagram page, so it is now ours to dive into. All right, when we dive right in, we're going to see the base prices for this car. It's going to start at $105,000. Most people were estimating like 87 to 90. This came in, of course, way higher than expected. But with parts supply issues, inflation, all kinds of stuff right now, it's not a huge surprise that it came in higher. One thing I'm very surprised on is the price of the 2LC package is much higher than I expected. I thought it would actually be less than the bump up in price from the 2LT package on the Stingray, but it's actually much more. Now, when you first dive into it, you're going to see a lot of prices that are very similar to the Stingray. You've got the lift, you've got the museum delivery, things like that. The personalized VIN number, although I don't think it's really worth it to most people, apparently if you want a really early model, that's the option to pick and to get a low number. However, just 2 weeks ago, they jacked up the price of a lot of the options on the Stingray. So when that happened, I kind of figured that was in anticipation of Z06 pricing, them needing to raise prices there. So they raised the base price and a lot of the option prices on the Stingray, and a lot of that you're seeing carrying over to the Z06 at the same base prices. One of the things that does surprise me here is this carbon ceramic brake package at $8,500. I'm really surprised it costs that much, and the reason why is because it comes included in the Z07 package, and you'll see on another page as we continue down, the Z07 package altogether is not much more than that, and includes a lot more than just the carbon ceramic brakes. Now, you do have to get an aero package mandatory on top of that, but just for the Z07 package, like the hardware package, it's not much more. Next on the list, you'll see some dealer installed accessories, like some accessory wheels. Now, keep in mind, this is a second set of wheels, just like we saw on the Stingray. So that's why they cost a lot more. The included wheels are at the very end, and I'll go over those in just a minute when we get there. This next section of the list, you're not going to see a whole lot of surprises. There's some new stuff here, like the Jake C8R graphics. I believe those are either similar to the Stingray R package on the front, or maybe those are the back fender hash decals that you saw on the visualizer. I'm not 100% sure, but that's something that's somewhat different. But, you know, Corvette script on the back, that's the same as what we have as an option on the Stingray, the indoor car covers, a lot of the things you see here, these are still the accessory packages. You're going to see as the same price, or maybe even just the same parts altogether as what the options are on the Stingray. So nothing really special here. You do also see the Z06 badge in Edge Red. That was one of the unique things that came up on the visualizer. I think it's a little interesting, and it's $295, not that bad. There's the back hash emblem right there, the rear hash graphic. So that's not what that first one was. That was probably a hood graphic if you wanted to add that. All right, on this page, you get a little more unique information. The black exhaust tips, we saw that on the Stingrays, and then they immediately increased the price from $200 to $400. They're also $400 here, or $395. These ground effects packages, there's two different things. You can get the regular ground effects package, which I'm not sure exactly how that differs from the Z07 package. It's probably the difference on the visualizer. And then the T0F and T0G are the carbon aero packages that are mandatory to come with the Z07. So if you get the Z07 package, which you'll see in a minute, you have to get one of those packages, which those are pretty expensive. So they raise the price of the overall Z07 package pretty significantly. Another one that's interesting is those carbon flash outside mirrors. They raised the price from $100 to $200 on the Stingray. That's going to carry over here as well to the Z06. So again, you'll see a lot of things where these minor option packages that both models have they're the same option price. One thing you'll see here that's interesting and possibly, I don't know if it's scary or what, but it says gas guzzler tax is priced TBD. So I don't know if that means we're gonna get a high gas guzzler tax or we're not. I don't know. I suppose that has to do with whatever they say the gas mileage is gonna be whenever that comes out, and who knows when that'll be. And other things like seat belts, interior dash trim, the carbon fiber console, surround, a lot of those things, again, are the same price as what you see on the Stingray. So they did a good job of managing option prices between these, because generally speaking, the option prices on the Stingray and on the Z06 incredibly cheap compared to so many other high-end sports cars, or especially when you get to exotic European cars. On this page, you see some more carryover prices like the infotainment system if you get the 1LZ. All the prices for the extra paint colors are the same. Right below that, though, there is the Z07 package. It's $89.95, which on the surface seems like a great deal, but remember, you have to get one of those Aero packages, which is, I think, either $8,500 or $10,500. So pretty expensive if you get one of those. So it brings the price up to $17,000 to $19,000 if you get the Z07 package. And some more things that are the same, like the roof panel prices, the competition seat prices, those are all the same. There's the 70th anniversary special edition, $59.95. That's on top of getting a 3LZ package and on top of the Z07 package if you want to get the Z07 on top of that. So it's not just $6,000. Of course, you have to pay $6,000 plus the, $13 or so thousand extra for the 3LZ package. Now we're looking at stripes. Those are priced pretty much the same as the Stingray as well. You do have the option for the 70th anniversary stripes, either in the gray color or the metallic black color if you get the 70th anniversary package on your car. So those are not any different. And the last thing on the price list are the wheels. Now, I'm a little surprised but pleased on the pricing of the wheels. The carbon fiber wheels that require the Z07 package are expensive, but as you would expect, $10,000 if you want the painted finish and $12,000 if you want the exposed carbon fiber. Kind of pricey, but not surprising that they're that expensive. But what I'm actually really surprised on is the price of the black and the graphite wheels. Now these are replacing the standard silver ones that come with it. They're only $495. That's an incredible deal compared to even the black or the carbon flash wheels on the Stingray are $995. So this is $495 to get an upgraded color option on your wheels. Actually one really great deal here with the Z06 pricing. So that is all the information we have released today. It's been interesting. But at the end of the day here, I'm actually pleasantly surprised that we're not seeing a huge increase in option prices, that I think we can still get an incredible value for this car, even at the increased base price, which is a clear $15,000 or so more than most people were estimating it to be. I still think we're getting an incredible deal for this car, and we can add on lots and lots of options for a really affordable price compared to most of the other high-end sports cars and exotic cars out there. Now, the interesting thing is, when you talk about dealer markups, you might get one of these cars optioned out to $130,000, and then some of these dealers are coming in wanting at least $50,000 more, and now you're looking at that being $180,000. Well, for $180,000, now you're in the range of, well, I can get a used 458 or something like that for about $180,000, or some other Lamborghini or McLaren or some other used supercar that's, gonna be a $180,000 to $1,000 car. Whereas the Z06, as amazing as it is, it's hard to price it at $180,000, knowing it's going to be produced at a much higher level and ultimately go down in value over time compared to some of those I guess more legitimate exotic cars. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you guys are all as excited as I am about this car. I'm hoping that I can get in contact with a dealer and get ordering soon. It did actually say in one of their releases that ordering should start here in about a week and a half, towards the end of July, and they're expecting deliveries in September. And remember, guys, I was the one who found the leak for the September delivery date based on the NFT car, not some other YouTuber. But anyway, that's a different story. Please like and subscribe this video, guys. I need more views so I can get ad revenue so I can pay this new base price for this car. So I'm joking, but But seriously, give me a like, share this video with anyone who needs to know what the prices of the Z06 is, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys that I'm going to put an order in here in the next couple weeks. That would be amazing, and I'll go over exactly what I want to order and why and so forth, just like I've done with my other cars. But until then, guys, adios.